What is going on, my beautiful people? I have something really special for you. We have finally released our Instagram DM profits. That is right. Listen, I'm super excited because this has been something that I've been leveraging in my business for the last 6 to 7 months, and I am finally comfortable with releasing it to the world. These strategies that I've got in this Instagram DM profits course is something that I've been working with my one-on-one clients on to help them grow and monetize their businesses. But now it is time to release it into the world and make it more accessible for more people. And so if you want to find out more ways to monetize your audience, doesn't matter the following, doesn't matter the size, doesn't matter how creative the content you got, but if you want to find a way to extract profit out of your followers, visit our website at www.instadmprofits.com, instadmprofits.com for more information. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Go get it. Go to the website. Go check it out, baby. What is up, my beautiful people? Welcome to yet again another episode of what? The Pivot Mindset Podcast. My name is Justin. I am your host, and I'm honored to have you joining with us on yet again another episode. Let's do some housekeeping really quick before we jump in. So wherever you're watching, please continue to give this podcast a rating and review. If you're checking us out on YouTube, if you're part of our YouTube community, any thumbs up that you can give, any comments that you could drop, I would love to just continue to stay connected with you. This community is continuing to grow, and so I'm thankful that we've been able to attract consistent listeners, right? And that you guys are really tapping into this message. As I think about this podcast and what I wanted to do with it, I just wanted this podcast to serve people who are in the middle of pivoting, who are in the middle of transitions, who just want to continue to level up and are looking to keep their mind stimulated and do the mindset work that's necessary to accomplish the very life that they want to accomplish. And so for the pivot community, for anybody that's locked into the pivot mindset, that's embraced what it is to have a pivot mindset, a pivoted mindset, I salute you. I thank you for your continued loyalty and support when it comes to what we're doing here on the podcast. Now, let's jump into the topic. I don't want to waste too much time. I just really want to talk about what it is to really continue to show up for you. What I've realized is that now, especially more than ever, it is probably the easiest time ever in life to quit anything. There are so many influences that are buying your attention, like they're competing for your attention, and everybody out there wants you to do their thing. Right? You can easily see this if you scroll on social media. You can open up social media and you can scroll through and see everyone selling you their dream. Everyone's selling you their thing. Everyone's selling you on their course, on their package, on their lifestyle, on their thing, their business, whatever. And I believe this is one of the hardest times to stay true to you, because it can be very easy in that kind of situation to have shiny object syndrome. It can be very easy to try to trade your life in for somebody else's, to try to trade your reality in for somebody else's dream or facade. And I know personally, this is something I have to always check within myself. And I have to consistently reflect internally and think like, man, what is my intentions? Like, what am I really doing here? And am I always, because I'm very opportunistic, and I believe that if any of you are listening to this, that you too are probably very opportunistic. Like, you're somebody who you take on opportunity. If you've really pivoted your mind, you know what it is to continue to level up, and you don't shy down from opportunities to do so. But sometimes, right, that can mean that we have shiny object syndrome. We don't stay centered and grounded on the thing that we know we should be doing, and the thing in the direction that we're supposed to be going. And so in this episode, I want to just tell you, one of the best things that you're going to do for yourself is to continue to show up. That's it. That's all. Like, one of the best things that you're going to do for yourself is to continue to show up for you. And here's the piece. I was actually just talking about this on a Instagram yesterday, on Instagram Live. Um, I was doing an interview, and we were having a conversation. And what I realized, and I talked about it on the episode, was most people don't have the ability to hang in there long enough, and they don't know the true time horizon for success. And so the thing that was going to be imminent, that was imminently going to happen in 5 years, because it didn't happen in 5 days, the person gives up. And that could be you. If you're listening to this episode, you could be somebody that's on the brink of quitting. You could be on the brink of giving up. You could be at the doorstep of making the divorce with your reality, or the divorce with your future, or the divorce with your goals, or the divorce with like your dreams and your visions. You could be literally at that doorstep. And I want to talk you off the ledge, because one of the most powerful things you can do for you is to continue to show up. And there is so much processing that is happening in the progress of your life, and what it is to continue to show up for yourself every single day and continue to do the thing that's necessary to move it forward. What do I mean? What do you mean by that? Doing the thing, doing what's necessary. Sometimes you may not always see the results of the work that you're putting in, because the results are just lagging measures of success. You could do something. I know this very much in sales. If any of you are in sales, you may know this as well. But in sales, you're taught that you have a funnel. You have a sales funnel. And so anytime you've got opportunities, those go into your funnel, meaning they go into this kind of realm of, hey, these are all the deals that I'm working. Now, you know that in sales, you don't just, the minute that an opportunity comes up, doesn't mean that that opportunity is a sold opportunity and you want it and you got the commission from that deal. A sales funnel is all about future. And so I know the stuff that I'm putting in my funnel now isn't going to substantiate itself for 2-3 months, 3-4 months, maybe 6 months, maybe a year from now. And if you're in sales, you understand that, and that's a part of the culture. And you forecast, and you begin to forecast what could happen in the future based on what? Based on what's in the funnel right now, based on what you've got at your disposal and what you've got visibility to right now. And I want to associate that with your life, because you might have a lot in your funnel right now, meaning you might have tons of opportunities that just haven't substantiated itself yet. But you cannot let the fact that they haven't substantiated or produced anything for you yet stop you from continuing to show up, from continuing to move forward. Know that you have done great work up to this point. Know that if you're somebody out there and you're continuing to just show up for yourself, and here's the piece, and this is like one of the biggest tips that I got for you, is you cannot let the fact that you don't know something stop you from moving forward. There's tons of things that I do not know, that I do not know about, but you've gotta be okay with the discomfort of not knowing and still working it out and still pushing through it and still moving through it. You know, for me, I tell myself, like, it's always dynamic and it's always changing, but like, I'm a father and I don't know what I'm doing. And but I don't let not knowing what I'm doing stop me from doing it, stop me from learning what I'm doing, stop me from improving it. I'm a husband, and half the time, probably 75% of the time, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I don't let that not knowing what I'm doing stop me from actually doing the work necessary to learn and try to figure it out. You know, I'm a business owner. Half the time, I have no idea what I'm doing. I am a podcaster. You listening to this, and I've got a podcast. When I started this podcast, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I took a course and I looked on YouTube and I just figured it out. And what you learn is that life is really all about the figuring it out. And I want to release you from the thought that you may believe that you have to have it all figured out before you can move forward. You don't have to have it all figured out to continue to show up. You can continue to show up without it being all figured out. A part of the showing up is knowing that the figuring out happens as you show up. And so if you give up, you will never be able to figure it out. If you give up and if you quit and if you stop here, you will lose the opportunity to grow, and you will lose your chance to move forward on something that you could have actually created and built so much success and so much wealth and so much opulence from. And so I want to encourage you to keep showing up. If you want to live the pivoted life says that no matter what, I'm going to keep showing up. My money might be messed up, but I'm going to keep showing up. I might not have friends in my circle or people that I'm connected to that really inspire me, but I'm gonna keep showing up. I might not be in the right environment, but I'm gonna keep showing up. I might not like the climate, but I'm gonna keep showing up. I might not have all the skills necessary that has created results in the past for other people. I might not have their skills, but I'm gonna keep showing up. I will not let the things that I don't have stop me from continuing to show up and be the person that I need to be to create the things that I do want to have. And so you just have to make the decision. Like, that has to be your conscious choice, that I'm not going to let things that are going on around me stop me from continuing to show up. And so the question that I've got for you is, do you have the ability to stand in that gap of confusion, to stand in the gap of not knowing, stand in the gap of not trusting, stand in the gap of fear, stand in the gap of feeling like you're on an island sometimes, or that you're in a hallway sometimes, but continuing to show up in that hallway, continuing to show up on that island, continuing to show up scared, continuing to show up fearful, right? Continuing to show up broke, whatever it is, can you just continue to show up? Just continue to show up, baby. You got this. And there is so easy today to just give up your dream and buy somebody else's dream. It is so easy today to give up the thing that you want to do and the thing that you dream about. And if you're honest, the thing that probably scares you, because when you do it, it brings up so much insecurity. And when you walk in it, it brings up so much fear and your hands get clammy. Like, it can be so easy to give up that thing and trade in your idea, to trade in your dream, to trade in what you want for somebody else's. Now, I want to give you a few tips. I want to give you a few things that I've used and that I think could help you on this journey and give you an ability to continue to show up, because showing up isn't always the easiest, right? But I want to give you some things that if you can incorporate these in your life and bring these around you, it will help you show up better. One of the first things I want to encourage you to do is, number one, is to make sure that you've got a circle that allows you to continue to show up. It's easy to stop showing up when when nobody else is noticing failure for you. It's easy to not show up when no one around you is there to hold and keep you accountable. And so you have to have a circle that keeps you locked in to the thing that you wanted. But not just have a circle, because everybody talks about having a circle. I don't want you to just have a circle. I need this circle to be people that you express your goals and ambitions to. I need this circle to know how much money per month you want to be making. I need this circle to know what deadlines you have based on the success you want to accomplish. This circle has to know what you're trying to do. And simply asking the circle, like, I don't want to just be a circle because I just want to talk and text and FaceTime here and there. But I need y'all to hold me accountable, because I can no longer walk in a fractured version of who I am. And that God cannot bless who I pretend to be. He can only bless the real version of me. And I need you to hold me accountable to being the real version of me. And the real version of me doesn't let my fear and my anxiety stop me from moving forward and doing something that may be scary and it may bring up the anxiety, but it doesn't stop me from moving forward scared and afraid. I need my circle. And you need a circle that you can trust to hold you accountable. So that's the first one, is I want you to bring a circle into your life. The second one is, I need you to every single day visualize the things that you see at the finish line. Again, I'll repeat that again. The second thing is, I want you to visualize the things that you see at the finish line. And I need you having a belief journal. I need you writing these things down and consistently going back to them. These things could scare you. You know, what do you see once you accomplish that thing? What do you see once you're finally out of debt? What do you see once you're finally out of poverty? What do you see once you're finally married, or once you finally have your kids, or once you finally get your career, or once you finally start that business? And like, what is the thing you see? What does the vision look like? And I need you to become very aware. I need that vision. I need you to be able to taste it. I need you to be able to smell it. I need you to be able to touch it. I need all of your senses to be connected to that vision, to what your finish line looks like. And here's the piece of it is I just believe that finish line is all you can see right now. But that finish line isn't your finish line. That's just all you can see right now. And as you're running your race, you're going to pass that finish line. I have no doubt that if you put these things into practice, you're going to pass through that finish line. But you're going to realize, like, man, it's actually, I can go a lot further than this. That's your first level. We just talking about getting to that next level. We're not talking about getting to what you see, like your dreams and your ambition. God's got way more for you. You can't even imagine. You don't even have the ability to imagine all that God's got in store for you. All he is allowing you to see is a fraction of what you've got in store. And you won't get the opportunity to know what's there until you finally begin to get up and take the action on the hunches that you've got. And here's the piece that I want to underscore is that your hunches could be moves of God. Your hunches, the things, those things that you feel on the inside of you, those unctions that you feel. You know, when somebody might come up and walk up to you and you feel that unction, or somebody might have a need and you feel like you got the ability to feel that need. Those unctions could be moves of God. And know that those things could be working on the inside of you and that God could be trying to get those out of you. So I need you to visualize your finish line. All right, y'all ready for number 3? And we're going to wrap this up. The third thing, the absolute third thing that I need you to do when it comes to helping you have the ability to continue to show up, just continue to show up for yourself, is that I need you to get very clear on why you're showing up. What's your why? Who's your why? Is it because you have something very impactful that you want to do for other people? Is it because you got your children that are looking up to you and you want to become something different or better for your children? Is it because you want to change your family tree and change your legacy? Is it because you're actually want to be the first person to break curses from your family and from your bloodline? Like, what is the why? Why are you doing this? Why are you moving in the direction that you are? Why is this important? Because if you don't understand the why, and if the why isn't big enough, you will have all the reasons in the world to just give up. If your why isn't there won't be a reason to continue on when you're feeling scared. Because this thing, and the reason why the why is important is because this thing has to be bigger than a result. What you want, the why behind how you're moving has to be bigger than any result that you're going to get as a byproduct of it. It's got to be so clear that, like, no matter the result, this is what I'm purposed to do. I've just made it up in my mind that coaching is what I was placed on earth to do. When I'm in a session with someone and I'm helping them get clear and I'm giving them guidance and direction and we're going back and forth and I'm like, when I'm doing that feels so much like God to me. I've just made it up in my mind that this is no matter what I'm going to do. So the results, I'm not even really concerned about the results. The results will come, and even if the results don't come, this is my purpose. The results that I think that might come, maybe they won't come. But I'm not so connected to the results that I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing, because what do I have left to do? This is what I was placed on earth to do. What else I'm going to do? This is what my gift is. This is why I was placed on earth. What else am I going to do? And I'm not going to let the things that have always held me back stop me from moving forward and creating the kind of life that I know I'm capable of creating. I'm not going to continue to listen to not other people's voices, but the voices that go on in my own head stop me from moving forward and creating the life that I know is necessary to change my entire family tree. This isn't just a someday kind of thing. This is a necessary kind of thing. And the fourth thing, and this is the last thing I got for you, is as long as this is a someday kind of thing, and as long as this is a kind of habit and maybe habit, and as long as this is a preference and a want, you won't accomplish it. You have to need what you got. You have to need the kind of life that you want to create. You have to need the kind of money that you want to create. You have to need this, because if you don't need this, you're going to not have the fortitude to push through all the pain, the hell, the anxiety, whatever would be as roadblocks and hindrances from allowing you to continue to show up. You have to know that this isn't a preference. This isn't a someday kind of thing. Like, I actually need to do this. This ain't a wish. This is a necessity. I need this dream like I need water. I need this life like I need water. ET says you want it so bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I want this thing as bad as I want to breathe. And so until it becomes real to you like that, until it doesn't matter what comes your way and you just say, no matter what, come hell or high water, I am going to continue to show up. I'm going to show up for nobody but myself. I'm no longer going to continue to let myself down. I am going to continue to show up. Just keep showing up, baby. You got this. Just continue to show up. And on the other side of you continuing to show up, I believe if you stack these days of continuing to show up, of continuing to be there, of continuing to learn, of continuing to develop, and continuing to not let go, of continuing to lock in, of continuing to be okay with learning new things and connecting with new people and building your circle and visualizing what you want to create and locking into your why and taking the want out of this, but making this a need, I believe you continue to show up in ways that you've never been able to show up before. All right? So that's all I got for you in this episode. And remember, we're going to ask that you continue to give this podcast a rating and review. But remember, like we always say, life is all about the pivots. And those who decide to make the pivots decide to become successful. Peace.